Hello and welcome back to City Skylines in the great land of Vinrelandia. What an amazing place! Just filled with abandoned buildings everywhere. My goodness. Okay, so last time we worked on fixing a bit of Marketopia traffic, that being this place right here, just filled with abandoned buildings that are now going to be torn down in the name of righteousness. Oh, Lord. And we also worked on expanding Bat Town to bring more population into our city, because we cannot allow the population to stagnate. I just tore down a legitimate, normal industrial building. Wasn't even burnt down or abandoned. It was a terrible industrial accident in which the wrecking ball just went to the wrong place. That's just what happened. What is this? What is this line of cars? Oh, I see. There was a small fire occurring, and so some fire trucks came down to throw water on it. And it worked! Isn't that amazing? They actually saved themselves for once. Brilliant. Okay, so Marketopia has become a vast, high-density market area, which was actually kind of a terrible idea, given that it's pretty much crippled the road network. It wasn't made to handle this! My God. But we did mostly fix it, which is good. Oh, Branburgh's having some issues, are you? Got some dead people just piling up. That's a strange thing to have happen, and that is not acceptable within Branburgh. Strange things are completely unacceptable. Okay, I'll admit, and I'll be the first, I will say, to admit that we've got traffic issues. Some pretty darn serious traffic issues. How can we fix this? That's the question. How can we fix this? It's this line here that's most likely heading... Where are they going? They're going this way, out here. This is the problem child. This little area here. So, how are we going to fix it? Well, one way we could do it, I've got an idea. Branburgh is a very normal place, and thereby it needs a normal amount of, off-ramps. I mean, ways back onto this main street. And currently, it just does not have a normal amount of them. It's just way too few. So we are going to fix that. Now, how are we going to do this? Because this is a one-way street, which I knew would be a terrible idea when I did it. I knew this as a fact. Too bad I didn't actually act upon it and not end up doing it. That would have been great, wouldn't it? No, that's too easy. We have to cause problems all the time, or else we don't have any problems to fix. And the purpose of this game is to fix all of those terrible problems you made earlier. Not really. The purpose is to make a really nice city. Too bad when I'm not capable of that. I'm capable of making a kind of dastardly city. Founded on the idea of just wrecking everyone's day. That's how we roll, guys. That's how we roll. Okay. So what I'm going to do is turn this back into a two-way road. And we're going to give the cars another way to get from this area onto this road. They're going to be able to go this way. And they will be able to get back on the highway. It'll be amazing. It'll pull pressure off of this road. And in the meantime, I'm going to forget that this is a thing. And we're going to go to Bat Town because... Oh, it's terrible. This is Bat Town? This is Bat Town. Look at Bat Town. Man, it is growing! So many individual Batmen in a single area. No one would have expected it. Mostly because no one would have expected there would be more than one Batman. But really, you know, I think it was an obvious conclusion that there would, in the end, be more than one Batman. Because who looks at Batman and is like, I don't want to be Batman. I don't want to be that guy going around punching people in the face. I mean, I think most people... No, I think that's a... I was going to say I think that most people want to go around punching people in the face. But when I think back on that statement, I'm kind of questioning it. I don't know. There are a lot of pacifists out there. None of those pacifists are Batman, though. And quite frankly, if I had a choice between being a pacifist and being Batman, totally Batman. Not even a question, I mean. Is that really a question? What would you want to be more than you would want to be Batman? I mean, not even the president, because the president has to do a ton of stuff. I mean, people are like, oh, I want to be the president. I want to have power and to do things. And you're just like, well, you're going to have to deal with Congress, bunch of twats. You're going to have to deal with getting people's votes. You have to know all the time where that nuclear bomb case is, the football. Just in case, you have to nuke Albuquerque. Because Albuquerque is going on a massive rampage, just like they're trying to take over the entire Union. And the only way to truly stop such a vicious Albuquerque would be to just, boom, get it off the map, blow it up. I mean, it's sad for poor Albuquerque. I mean, they didn't even know what hit them, mostly because it was a nuclear weapon, and most people who are hit by nuclear weapons do not know what hit them. It's kind of hard. What is this? What are you saying about those numbers? Got some low land value, eh? Maybe you shouldn't have built your houses so high value if, in fact, the land value is so low. There, that's what I have to say about that. Thank you very much. Okay. I'm looking at this meter here, and we are clearly not at capacity for the elementary schools. So we're going to need to construct some more, because I'm just doing whatever I happen to see. Here, we'll put another one in Cultopia, because Cultopia in the recent days has really latched on to the idea of proper education for the cultists. How else will they really understand how to slit the goat's throat properly in order to properly sacrifice it? I mean, you could rely on the family to teach the cultists those ideas, but really, I don't know. It just doesn't click in the minds of Cultopia. They really need to make sure that the proper procedures are followed in such situations so that the goat has a truly cultish death. Because there's just nothing else that's good enough for the cultists. It has to be proper and to the point. You may say they're crazy, but they have their ways. And they follow their ways quite well. My goodness. All the traffic and all the noise pollution, and I just look back and I just think, oh, this is so terrible. It's so bad. Okay. Okay, we're actually gonna have to do something about this. Okay. Here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this being a major road. So how about we upgrade that road into something more substantial? So we're going to upgrade this, tear down everything in our wake, and we're going to upgrade it to a 4-way road, starting there and going right up to the end. Let's see, we need... This is a 1-way road going this way. Preferably this should be a 1-way road going this way. But I can't do that with 4-lane road, so it's just going to be a 4-lane road going this way. Okay. So hopefully that will increase the capacity for traffic along this main road that seems to be quite a bit of a problem, really. And all of the cars will... the traffic will flow better, we'll all be happy. Everyone, literally everybody, not even your aunt won't be happy. And your aunt is one fickle person, I know. It's just the truth. Okay, what do we got? Got this... Most of these people are going straight for the highway. So I'm thinking we make a bit of a change here. And by the way, yeah, this episode is probably going to be a lot of traffic fixing. Because the traffic is so bad. I've broken it. It's terrible. We look back on what we've done and we think, what? Who is the ludicrous person who set this up? And I say, oh, it was me. And everyone's like, oh, of course. We really should have known that it would be that guy. Yeah. So, nope. That is not actually connecting to that. There we go. Okay. So, what I'm thinking is we're going to connect this directly to the highway. And we're not just going to connect it once to the highway, we're going to connect it twice. That's right. We're going to connect it twice. Once on one side, and once on the other side. In theory, this should pull, this will take all the cars that we're trying to get out and get them out a lot quicker. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a pain, isn't it? How are we going to do this? Okay. We want this to loop around in some sort of hell loop. Just hell for any driver. You're going to have to slam on the e-brakes and do a big turn right there. Big one. Just... And then as soon as they come here, there's just this little waggly point, just to make sure that they're not getting too excited. Because those who are too excited are going to just hit this ramp and they're going to go flying. It's going to be terrible. Okay. So this will direct all the people who are going onto here, off of here, and it's going to get them straight onto the highway. Hopefully this will help a lot. I love it. Don't you love it? I love it. It's brilliant. Oh, look at all the people using the highway. See, it's really clever because one road goes to both sides of the highway, and that's where it's at. That's where it's at. Where are these people going? Let's see. Let's pause it and select this individual car, the sedan by Edward Greenaway, going to the All Things Superstore. All the things. Not just one thing, literally everything. Ah, he's probably going to Marketopia. That makes sense. Marketopia is the hub of everything. The hub of life, and built so terribly. It's ridiculous. It was meant to be... It wasn't meant to be such a high-density commercial. Oh, Lord almighty. Okay, let's go back to Bat Town for a moment. Oh, look at Bat Town. It's almost amazing outside of the whole, these guys don't have water. But really, do you need water when you're Batman? I feel like you just have no physical needs when you become Batman. All that you need is the night, and you're just sustained forever. That's got to be what it's like to be Batman. That's just how it works around here. Okay. Let's more deeply examine Battown. We have offices, we have houses. We're going to want to put a row of commercial down here, mostly because we have commercial demand, and I like to fulfill commercial demand. I don't know about you. You might not like to fulfill commercial demand because you're one of those freaking sadists who goes around being like, oh, you want to purchase something at a store? Well, you're not allowed to. You know why you're not allowed to? 'Cause I say so. And I'm Batman. You're mostly Batman because you live in Battown. Because anyone who doesn't live in Battown doesn't have a say in Battown. Except the cultists. Because even Batman doesn't want to get on the bad side of the cult. Nobody wants to get on the bad side of the cult. Look at that metropolis. It's amazing. Now Goatsburg and all their oddly high-density houses. Get out of here, you guys. Get out. Nobody wants you. Oh, look, that one abandoned just as we were there. How nice. We told them to get out, and they did it. No, good lord. This is such a terrible... Oh. Oh. We'll fix it at some point. Maybe. Maybe. Not right now, though. Okay, let's look at the system in Branburgh. Guys. Guys. We did it! We did something! Yay! Oh my goodness, look at it! It's not terribly backed up. There's just a bit of a line here. What about over here? Oh, we fixed the Branburgh traffic system. All it took was this one thing. It's amazing. I'm tearing up. It's too much. It's just too much. It's not too much. I'm lying there. It's definitely not too much. Okay. Now we got Bat Town. Causing some problems with the merging here. Okay. So we need to expand Bat Town. What exactly is it that Bat Town requires? What do we have in terms of unique buildings? We haven't really looked at unique buildings yet. Got some parks. We got some... Oh, what is this? The Transport Tower. The Transport Tower is a large office building specifically meant for public transport companies. Requirement for building the space elevator. My goodness, that's amazing! This shall be... Bruce Banner, right? Bruce Banner is Batman, yes. This shall be Banner Towers, right? Oh no, it needs to be in the heart. We don't have enough space. We're gonna put it right here. Will we? No, I think this needs to be right next to the lake. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, give us a second. We need to expand this main road down just a little more. We're gonna get to the 6-lane roads, expand this a bit. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna go right up to the edge of the lake. What do you mean the slope is too steep? I don't care how steep that slope is. You better make it. If you don't make it, I'm gonna be quite cross with you. There we go. That's about as far as we can go. Now we're going to have... We need a freeform road here. We're going to have this road just come right along the coast here. Look at that. Look at that. It's a coastal lake road. How brilliant. And we're going to have it come back this way. I love it. It's so quaint, isn't it? You look at it and you're just like, that is the most quaint little river road you've ever seen. And then we fill it with skyscrapers and you're like, that's not quite quaint anymore. That's really something else now. Wow. Yeah. So, in doing this, as soon as I find the unique buildings tab again, there we go. Right here. No. Space already occupied. What you speak of? Banner Towers needs to be here. It was made to stand next to the lake, which is also owned by Batman. Oh, come on now. You can hook up right there. Right there? There's a green spot right in here. And I want it so badly. I want it like I want to be Batman, which is pretty darn badly. Gotta be in here. Come on. Oh, well, oh, right there. How do you feel about that? Bada boom. It doesn't look like much right now. Kind of looks out in the middle of nowhere, but we're gonna fix that soon enough. As Bat Town expands, it's gonna expand down this way, and then Banner Towers shall make more sense in the future. Let's put down a bit of residential around here, because residential builds up very nicely. You know, we could also put, actually, instead of just residential, what if can we sneak a park in here? Oh yes, a park right here, and a park right here for, oh, look at that. It's nice. It's okay. It's good enough. I'm gonna give it the seal of approval with not too bad, but could be better. Banner Towers, owned by Batman himself, out on the glorious lake, otherwise known as Bat Lake, because everything is bats around here. It's just what they do. We can't stop them. It's the natural progression of Bat Town that everything should eventually be named something bat if it isn't already named that. That's just how it works. We can't stop this progress. It's impossible. It's an inevitability of the world around us. I think Bat Town also could use a bit of a university. I'm going to put it right here in this little rotunda area. That is nothing like a rotunda, and I just made that up. There we go. The second university. University of the Bat. Enter. Boom. Right there. And so much dinging is going on. We're getting so many upgraded buildings. Oh, it's nice. Okay. So what we really want to do is get this place built up. It'll connect the power grid between here and here soon enough. We're on triple speed. We are on triple speed. And once we get all that built up, it'll connect to the banner, and we'll have an amazing skyscraper right over this lake. Look at it. Look at it! It's amazing. Okay, Marketopia is still having its problems because it is pretty much forever the worst place to drive in the city. It's just terrible. I'm not even sure it's really possible to fix it. I think we're just going to have to move the entirety of Marketopia somewhere else. Because it is just way too much. Look at it all. Look at it all. It attracts so much industrial traffic. Knick-knack Emporium of Magic. How dare you send all of your trucks over to Marketopia and cripple it? You need to understand that Marketopia, you and Marketopia, live in a symbiotic relationship. You can't just destroy them with an onslaught of traffic. My goodness. My goodness. Okay, Bat Town's building up very nicely. Not a single criminal anywhere because everyone is Batman. Batman's never a criminal. So how could there possibly be criminals in a city that's entirely Batman? Come now. Come now. How's Cultopia? Haven't been to Cultopia in a while. Is this empty yet? It's finally empty! We can sell it off. Just completely annihilate it. There we go, and we can finish the main road of Cultopia. Oh, isn't that nice? Here we go. Because the cultists just have to have this really nice road. Of course, the high school is in the way. Thanks, high school. You really helped us out this time, high school, by just getting in the way. What do you mean space already occupied? Oh, I see. I see. Okay, we're going to need to move some of this stuff. Ah, the Ministry of Dark Arts needs to move elsewhere. It's going to go over here. And then I'm going to upgrade the road and put it right back. 'Cause that's how we roll, boy. We can't just move the Ministry of Dark Arts as though it's someplace that can just be thrown wherever. The Ministry of Dark Arts needs to remain on the main road where everyone can see it and understand exactly what it is to be a cultist and to understand the ways of witchcraft and, of course, the dark arts. Because that is what Cultopia flourishes on. Okay, what do we have here that is stopping it? It's this, isn't it? What is this? A firehouse? No. We can't get rid of the fires. We need to build up the fires. The fires that stoke the cultist within all of us. Except the ones that actually light buildings on fire. Those fires we do need to get rid of. Because they're... Look, the cult can't build up if, in fact, everything is on fire. It's just really bad PR to have your entire city on fire. I mean, at least, so I've heard. I can't prove it, because, I mean, in order to prove it, we'd have to go through statistics, we'd need to take polls, we'd need to talk to at least 7 different people from at least 2 towns, probably at least 2 towns, and then we'd have to fudge all of the results of all of the polls to really match how we feel about the situation. So yeah, it would be pretty hard, I gotta say. Look at that main road. It is the lifeblood. Fawn. What is this? What do you mean Fawn Hills? There's no Fawn Hills. That doesn't exist. That's not a thing! Get out of here, Fawn Hills. This is Cultopia. Fawns are for sacrificing! My goodness. Brilliant. Brilliant! All of the goats are being sacrificed on the new, nice road right along here with all the trees to be fertilized by the goat's blood, because that's just how we roll around here. And my goodness, it is such a quaint little town. Oh, right next to Marketopia, and all of the terrible situations that exist within Marketopia. Oh, we're also going to have to fix this system, aren't we? And I think actually fixing Bat Town won't be too hard. I'm seeing the big problem being that people want to take this route to go up into Bat Town, so we can probably fix it by just going like this. Boom. 1, 2. Now everyone who wants to try to take this road from down here to get into Bat Town, they don't have to anymore. They can take this new on-ramp. Look at this. And look how many people are already using it. That will prevent the build-up on the highway. It'll be brilliant. Just absolutely brilliant. You guys still don't have any power? My goodliness. We're going to have to fix that, aren't we? Banner Tower has to have power, because Banner Tower is the epitome of Bat Town. It's just the truth. Okay. So we're going to build that, and we're going to connect it right back up to the road. Boom. And then we'll put in some offices. And this will definitely connect the power network from Bat Town onto the Banner Manor. The Banner Manor. Oh my goodness. Banner. It's not a manor though. It's Banner Town. Tower. Banner Tower. There we go. Visitors 12, tourists 3. Brilliant. We're going to get so much tourism to Bat Town. You would think it would already have a ton of tourism because everyone walks around dressed as Batman, because in fact everyone is Batman, but you know, I guess that's not really everyone's thing all the time. Some people are strange and don't want to go and see Batman just waltzing around. I don't know why. I mean, admittedly, you could go to, like, what is it, Hollywood, and they have all those people dressed as different celebrities. Of course, Batman is a celebrity, so they have him too. It'd be amazing. I mean, it's just like that, except the entire city. It is actually kind of like a hell on earth. My goodness, what have we created? Okay. Look at that. Bat Town is really coming along. It's really growing. It's very uniform in shape. Unlike Branburgh, which, for being a very normal town, and of course it is a very normal town, I can't say anything else, because if I did, I wouldn't come back. They would find me. But yeah, I mean, for being such a normal town, it is very abnormally shaped. There are a lot of curves. But I guess curves really are just part of the box that we live in. Because, of course, when you, say, push on the edge of the box, it curves. But you can't push so hard that it breaks. And that is what the curves in Branburgh really mean to the people. It means the slight push on the box, but not enough to break it, or else you'll never show up to work again. Whereas Bat Town, they really need to be able to patrol the streets, and in order to successfully patrol the streets, they need very just very uniform streets to walk up and down. It just helps with the patrolling and all that. Well, electric availability is still high, so is water treatment. How brilliant! And with that, we come to the end of our episode, because we've done so much in so little time. Look at all that we have created. We've got Filth Corner over here. We've got Cultopia and Goatsburg. The great metropolis, the normal metropolis of Branburgh. And a city entirely made of bats. A place I haven't named because I kind of half the time forget it even exists. That's just covered in offices. Marketopia, which is just hell on earth because you can't get anywhere without walking. The University Circle of Spherity. And the Knickknack Emporium of Magic, which creates all of our knickknacks and occasionally goat feed, just enough to keep up with Goatsburg's demands. Well, isn't that amazing? I love it. It's brilliant. So, if you like this, like and subscribe. Of course, there'll be more in the future, because I always do more in the future. I think I've said this like 20 times in the end. That's just how this system works. I do more. So yeah, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day.